And we're back. Krill is dead set on getting this treasure.
It's too late. He snapped.
He basically has gone too far gone.
Yeah.
And so he jumps on this chest, which causes it to go over the edge into the abyss.
Yeah.
And Krill wakes up, and you don't see the bodies of people that have just come along for the ride, do you?
I mean, that's the thing that's interesting. Is like when you're going throughout the earlier areas, if you're paying attention, you can see the bodies of people who were originally in that crowd shot, of people who went, yeah, let's do the thing.
Yeah.
You have already killed quite a few people before
that
moment
you're
happens.
responsible for some deaths now.
Yeah. But in that moment, like, there's about 12 people on that boat, and like 5 of them survive.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, Krill is like, where's the treasure? And you're just in this dark abyss because you're so far below the ocean.
Yeah.
And you're hearing voices from just this strange voice that's just berating and chiding you. And you find the chest.
You find Firth outside of the chest.
Yeah.
And it turns out that the chest is full of US currency.
Yeah, it's
like,
full
it's
of
full
actual
of US dollars.
money.
Yeah, but like Firth's like, there's no plastic in here, no metal, no nothing of value. Like, this is just worthless. All we've done all this for, all of the people who have died, was for literally nothing. And it's your fault. Because one of the interesting things is that Firth has a little bit of a character arc. It's very short, but he does have one.
Yeah.
Of when earlier on he's like a big stan for Roland. He's like, oh yeah, no, he's great. He's the best thing ever. And then he meets like his actual workers in that.
In the main mining facility, and realizes how overworked they are and like underpaid,
and then everybody's really ill, and it's all like the working environments are terrible and shit. And he goes like, maybe the really rich guy is actually a bad person. Shocking.
Yeah, yeah. At least someone learned.
Yeah, someone learned something, I guess.
Exactly, yeah. So no, Krill basically just essentially gets insanely depressed of everything that's happened up until this point and is ready to give up.
He does give up. That's the thing. Like, when he's walking into the abyss, there's these little albino crabs that like hugs on top of you.
Yeah.
And you can't even attack them at that point because Krill has just completely given up.
Yeah, exactly.
And Nima has to actually like go and save him.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, he would have died if she wasn't there.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
and so like she gives the support that he needs,
a bit of a pep talk.
Yeah, to just keep going.
Yeah.
And at this point, like, you're just trying to find a moon shell to teleport out.
You can't you don't have any checkpoint.
You're just in this abyss, like in pure darkness, trying to find your way back to some fort to find if anyone else has survived.
Yeah.
And just to find a way out, basically. And you fight obviously a bunch of undersea enemies that fit to that environment. You eventually find a moon shell.
Yes.
Which turns out to be inhabited by another gianter, more pissed off hermit crab.
Giant hermit crab, yeah.
So like fans have been wanting a mimic bonfire for a long time.
The mimic bonfire is finally
it's
happened,
in this
guys.
game.
Yeah.
You get your boss fight from that.
Yeah.
And Nima and basically everyone, including Krilla, have said like, okay, let's just return to the surface and let's just move on with our lives. However, Conchi, who has survived, said no.
He just goes, I think I know where we are, and there's something important that we need to find.
Yeah.
If I'm right. You know, like, that's...
Does he not mention... Because...
I can't remember when he first mentions the perfect whirl.
He teases a thing called the perfect whirl, which will give you control of the ocean.
Yeah.
I think it's at this point once you've beaten that like mimic bonfire boss equivalent.
Yes. I think he just says like there was something great that was lost, and we have the opportunity to get it back.
Yeah. And so he's basically encouraging Krill, like, oh, let's look for this.
Yeah.
This thing that's
go deeper.
To go even deeper.
Yeah.
We need to go further.
And Nima's like, I don't think that's a good idea.
That's not healthy.
Yeah, like you should not do that.
Yeah.
But Krill is at the point where he's like, I've already come this far. I've already ruined everything.
Yeah.
I may as well see how bad this can get.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. And Conchi just wants to see if this thing exists.
Because, like, that's the thing, as far as, like, Conchi's concerned, is, like, this is the only possible solution.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only option that we have.
Yeah. And so you go even deeper, and you find old Carcinia.
Yes.
When it was destroyed, and obviously New Carcinia was built on top of that. And old Carcinia is, like, the bleached city, and it's the circular, just ruined city that clearly is a Farum Azula reference.
It's got Farum Azula vibe.
And you work your way through there until you get to the old, like, throne room.
Yeah.
And you find the old king, who is now a husk of his former self, like a giant crab, and then it's two-phase where you do that fight as a husk, and then when you've defeated him, he comes out as a refreshed version.
He climbs out of his own shell.
Of his own shell, and you fight him a second time.
Yeah.
And then you do that, and they're like, okay, the perfect world is down the shitter, because at the end of the throne is a literal, like, toilet.
It's a toilet.
It's a literal throne.
Yeah.
And they're like, we need to go even further because it's down there.
Yeah.
You go further down.
Yep.
And while you've been going through this area, you've been hearing this just disembodied voice that's been, as I said, berating and chastising you.
Yeah, and just generally calling to you.
Yeah, like, just like the deeper you go,
it refers to itself as the spiral.
Yeah.
When
it's like you're almost hearing the voice of the world itself. And so you get to this point, and you find the world on this, like, pedestal, and you finally meet the voice that you've been hearing, which is a thing called a prayer dubia.
Yes.
Which is a real thing.
Yes.
Which is interesting to learn. So you find the perfect world.
Yeah.
And Conchi runs up saying, "Oh my god, I can't believe it exists,"
and
gets stabbed in the back.
Yes.
And dies.
Yes.
And it turns out to be Chiton, who has been possessed by the prayer dubia, the voice that we've been hearing.
Yeah.
And
yeah, because the prayer dubia has been attempting to make you more and more angry, so that you lose yourself and it can take you over.
Yes.
Chiton already started from a more position of anger and is already a better fighter, so they just
took advantage of that.
Used her instead.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you have the fight with that because Krill is like, give my friend back to me kind of thing. So you have the boss fight, the prayer dubia, which is really cool. So you defeated it. Chiton is, like, on the point of dying. Yeah. And Krill is like, okay, if I put the shell on, I can save you. Yeah. However, Firth has followed us down here and has put the world.
I just fucking wears it for no reason. He doesn't know idea what
this looks cool.
Yeah. Like, it's just like, oh, that's shiny. I'll put that on.
Yeah. And Krill is like, okay, Firth, can you just give me the whirl? I need to put it on and save my friend.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I don't think I will.
I've got bigger plans.
I've got more important plans than that.
Yeah.
So Firth disappears because he has this master plan that you don't learn of just yet. Yeah. And Krill follows him to Trash Island.
Onto the surface.
And Firth's master plan is like, I'm going to move Trash Island onto New Carcinia.
And then I'm going to sink it directly onto New Carcinia. Because then everyone will have money.
Yeah.
That's his entire plan, is just give everybody money. And that will solve everything, even though everyone now knows that
this is killing
their
them.
Money is what's killing people.
Yeah, and polluting them.
Yeah.
And when Krill tries to say, what you're doing will destroy the city and kill everyone, and probably, like, scorch the soil for generations to come.
Yeah.
And Firth's like, no, I'm giving them what they want.
I know better. I'm giving them what they want. I don't care that it'll kill them.
I'm giving them exactly what they want.
Like Firth is literally on the, like, that's a tomorrow problem. Today I'm giving them money.
And Krill is like, what you're doing is stupid. I need to stop you. And Firth is obviously like, I thought you were better. I thought we were on the same page of this shit. But no, I guess I'm going to have to defeat you now. Yeah. And so you final boss with Firth, and eventually, once you've defeated him, you knock the whirl off his back, and you can put it on.
Yes.
And in a moment, again, of anger, Krill does a fucking Super Saiyan-esque punch
directly
on Firth's face. But also into the trash island, destroying the trash.
Yes.
And inevitably doing what Firth wanted to do in the first place.
Yes, but it's spread over a wider area, so it might be less immediate death.
Yeah, I guess. But it destroys the city.
Breaks the world.
And breaks the world that you've known.
Yeah.
And he returns, and you see some characters, which also Firth doesn't die initially from that, which is fucking mad to be punched and not die instantly.
He got punched by a god, essentially.
But
so did you, so I guess it's
which
fine.
Is true. And Firth was like, okay, I'm done playing now, basically. Like, I don't want to play anymore. and then a giant, like, glass that's in the shape of a boot called
it's just like, hey, buddy, we're good, right? Crushed by a boot-shaped bottle.
And it's called bootlicker as well, which is great.
Yeah, it's a good bottle.
And then you meet up with Nemo, who's like, what have you done? And he's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do this.
I didn't mean for this to happen.
I didn't mean for any of this to happen. And you say to her, like, oh, what are you going to do now? What are you kids? Are you going to leave? Mm-hmm. And she's like, no, like, I'm here for people that need me, like...
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing.
And, like, I've never left.
The city has now been leveled, literally leveled.
Yeah.
But that also means that upper crust and lower crust are now on the same playing field.
Yeah.
So I guess it is exactly what Firth wanted. It's just
in a weird way,
in a slightly different way.
And so you meet all these people, and then finally you come across Prawnathan, and even as the city has been destroyed, Prawnathan is like, no, you haven't got the money for me. I'm just keeping you shell. And you just punch him and you kill him. You just deck him.
And he floats off into the sky.
To the surface. And you take your shell back. And then what Krill decides to do is like, I'm tired of, like, I've ruined too many lives. I need to disappear. And be away from people. Mm-hmm. But he gives his shell to a homeless crab.
Yes.
Because he feels like that's a way of helping someone, mm-hmm. without fucking up at the same time.
Yeah.
And he's become a bit of a drifter, and that's kind of where the game ends.
Yes.
Like, there's that vagueness of what's going to happen next.
Yeah, I mean, you get, like, some snippets of what else is happening in the world.
Chitin does apparently survive.
Chitin survives, because you see her in, the mantis shrimp has, like, a bunch of kids that he's training, and Chitin's also there.
Which is cool.
Because he rejected training Chitin earlier, because she was too angry.
Yeah.
That was, like, a thing.
And I don't know if it ends positive.
It doesn't.
No. The more you think about it, the more it's like, well, no, the ocean's still fucked.
Yep.
And like, it's meant to just show a mirror at you and be like, this is how bad it is. I mean, that's the whole point of it. That's the message. Like.
Yeah. So the issue.
Getting to criticism now.
Yeah. Actual, like, problems with the game all reside in the story. So it's a trope in Souls-likes for the endings to be kind of a downer.
Yeah.
Either you have continued the cycle of abuse as it currently stands, or you have destroyed everything, is usually your two options.
Yeah.
It's pretty rare for there to be a good positive option.
It's trying to be like destroy the old system to make way for the new system, which theoretically should be better.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe you don't know. It's the problem.
Because that's the thing. Like you take
DS1.
DS1. You either continue the Age of Fire and it loops all over again, and the exact same load of shit happens, or you begin the Age of Dark, and man takes control. Whether or not that's better or worse. Yeah,
you don't know.
That's a pretty common trope of that kind of game.
Yeah.
Another crab's treasure is what's referred to as a broken Aesop. What that means in this case is that the story kind of goes against its own message.
Okay.
So, Aggro Crab wants you to care about the ocean.
Yes.
Wants you to care about the fact that there's microplastic in the ocean. Wants you to care about the pollution that we are causing, right?
Yes.
Fundamentally, that is the message, is you should care.
Oh, yeah.
Krill finding out that all of this stuff is happening means that he goes through a series of decisions that ultimately makes things worse.
Yeah.
If Krill had never left the tide pool, things would have stayed exactly the same, which was better than it was when he went in.
Yeah, it's true. It's not a case of like he realizes, oh, what I'm doing is actually wrong, and then just says fuck you to Conchi, and it's like, I've done enough damage.
Yeah.
I need to know when to fucking quit.
There isn't an option for you to not give into the anger, for you to actually remove the trash rather than just punching Firth in the face. Now, Firth is very punchable. I understand why he punched Firth.
He kind of lets anger get the better of him, which is what Chiton initially is like.
And also, Chiton explicitly told you to do that as well. So, like, the fun thing about it is that everybody who gives you advice, with the sole exception of Nima, does just make things worse. And Nima's choice is for you to just live life as it currently is, which also would have been bad. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So, like, but that's the thing, is, like, the story is, when you actually look at the story of it, what's happened in it, fundamentally, the world would have been better if Krill had stayed ignorant.
Kind of, yeah. And it's not even a case of, like, he did make stuff worse, but then there's no lesson learned.
Nope.
From his part.
Because I think what happened is, like, what probably happened was they wrote the start and they wrote the end, and then they went, we'll figure out the middle. And they didn't change the end to fix the... Because, like, clearly what it is, like, the start of it, when they started writing it, it was just, like, Krill wants to get his home back, and at the end of it, he gives away his home because he realizes the physical object is not the thing that's important, right?
Yeah.
Like, it was supposed to be that he learnt staying isolated from society was bad, and that he should interact with people and be part of the community.
Yeah.
But he didn't learn that. No. He fundamentally didn't learn that, because he learned that he is dangerous and causes problems and should stay away from people forever.
Well, it's interesting because even Nima says, like, when you get this treasure and get your shell back, what are you going to do then?
Yeah.
And he said, I'm just going to return to the tide pools. And he was like, so everything that you've learned from, talking to us and the world that you've seen past your front door, does that mean nothing? And he kind of was like, I don't know.
Well, because that's the thing. You're just like, so were you happy back there? And Krill was like, no, not really, but down here's worse. So that was kind of a little. Just like, I'll just go back to dealing with seagulls and not with crabs that are going to kill me every 5 minutes.
That's true, yeah.
Like I'll pick which of the troubles I'll deal with, and I've been dealing with seagulls my entire life.
Yeah.
Clearly what, like, Krill's arc was supposed to be was that he was isolated and stayed inside his house, and then his house was taken from him, and he went on a big long adventure trying to get his house back, learning about other people and how to interact with them and gaining those kind of social connections.
Yeah.
Like a Persona game,
Kind of, yeah.
And then, like, he learned that he should be open to other people and to go out and help them. Because clearly, if you look at that last vignette, where he gives his shell to the homeless guy and goes out into the world as a traveling warrior, that's the idea. Was probably originally, when they first wrote that, was that he would go and be a savior for other people.
Yeah, it's more like, as you say, I do agree. Like, where he lives, blissfully ignorant.
Yes.
And he's like, I've been having it cushy my entire life. Yeah. I've noticed that actually the amount of stuff that I've not seen and people are living like this, I could do. Even if it's like, in the grand scheme of things, it might be minute and almost pointless. I can still do something good for people that haven't got it as good. Because
that's the thing, right? Like, the Moon Snail comments on the fact that Krill is unusually good with umami. Like, he gets it way easier than everyone else. Like, other people didn't even know that they could teleport with the moon snail shell.
Yeah.
Like, he has to tell Nemo that that's a thing, which means that she's been doing this entirely on foot the whole time. Whereas he's just been teleporting around. And he is abnormally good at fighting. Like, as a normal, just with his fork. Which means that clearly it was supposed to be a message of, like, go out there, learn what you're good at, and use those skills to benefit your society.
Yeah.
And then they dropped the ball really badly on that message. I do like this game, but that is a bit of an error.
Yeah.
Their message is going against their own message. Whoops.
When it comes to character motivations, yeah.
Yeah. But no, it's just it's really interesting to watch what should be a really clear story.
Yeah.
Get fumbled so
Yeah,
hard at the 11th hour.
Exactly, yeah.
it's yeah.
It's the only kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the thing that I've been thinking about with another Crabs Trader, or ever since we finished playing it was just like, whoops.
It's a muddled message.
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
It's a shame, yeah. I mean, obviously they don't mean it that way.
Oh, God, no.
The fact that I can find, like, clearly what they intended the message to be.
Yeah.
Obviously that's what they intend it to be. It's just that media literacy. Whoops.
Yeah, I guess. No.
If you're a writer listening to this, just make sure that your ending actually makes sense with the rest of your story. Yeah.
To recommend?
Yeah. No, I mean, it doesn't ruin the game.
No.
The game is still, like, a good playable experience. It's still an enjoyable
We're still recommending.
time. Oh, yeah, no, like, it's just... Again, like, from the start of the Lords of the Fallen one, when we talk about learning other people's mistakes means that you don't do them yourself.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to talk about it.
No, for sure.
Is because, like, if you are a writer, don't accidentally give the opposite of your message.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's easy to do that in games.
Yeah.
Because, like, the dissonance between narrative and gameplay can be very extreme sometimes.
No, I get that, yeah.
And that's kind of fits into this character trait. Obviously, you want to have the big fight with Firth at the end.
Yeah.
Because he's, like, your rival, but he's kind of not. But he is, but, you know.
You've seen him, but not, like, tons or anything.
No, it's not like he's actually, like, a combative rival or anything.
No,
you don't fight him any time.
He's not the Gary Oak of this game.
No, that's the thing. He doesn't, like, show up multiple times. He doesn't beat you to places in a meaningful way.
Yeah.
Like, sure, you'll show up somewhere and you're like, oh, Firth is here. Hi, Firth.
Yeah,
but everyone else is like that too.
Yeah, exactly.
So everyone else is randomly there for you.
Yeah.
It's still definitely worth it as an experience to play with.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
You know, it's definitely... The message is fumbled, but it's a good message to have.
Depends how much you care about the story, but like you should really like.
Depends how much you care about the story.
But this is a story-driven game.
Yeah, it's one of the unique things about Another Crab's Treasure when it comes to Souls-likes is that it has a story.
Yeah.
It's not just lore. It's not just...
Exactly. That's what... It's refreshing to me because, as you say, most of them, it's more lore than general plot, but this one is the polar opposite. It has a plot.
This has plot.
And it means that you kind of get more invested, but because you're invested, it makes it more obvious when there is issues.
Yes. I do love the storytelling lore-wise in Souls-likes.
Yeah.
I love the piecing it together, but I also really like having an actual story that I can just
follow.
Yeah.
You don't need to deep dive every single one of these games. Sometimes you just want a relaxed walk.
Yeah.
When it comes to learning story. And this one has it in spades.
Yes.
I would say.
Yeah. So
no, that's what, like, in terms of me, that's why I recommend it. Even though the story has its issues, it's still really fun while experiencing it. It's really, really fun to play.
Yes.
And for all the reasons, obviously, we said at the beginning of this, it's just really, really charming. I think I've said it enough times during this.
Yeah. No, it's definitely... I do recommend it if you haven't played a Souls game before.
It's a good starting point, actually.
Start with this one, genuinely. Like, in terms of, like, Souls-likes and stuff. It's definitely a game worth playing.
Absolutely. I know. I would also say support Aggro crap.
Yeah.
Because they deserve it. It's a really, really good game to work off of, and obviously what they do going forward. They have done more stuff since this.
Yeah.
Whether they go back to it remains to be seen. I don't think they will. But I'd be curious what they do next. If they want to do more Soul stuff, I'd be kind of interested. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. We love an indie.
Yeah, we like our indies.
Yeah.
That's cool. Other than that, I don't know what we're going to be recording next. If we're going to put this between, our usual by the decade recordings. So I'm not sure what we're going to record after this. We'll decide on that at some point, I guess. But for now, where can we find you, Luna?
You can find me on DeviantArt, and that's it. As LunaDandy, LunaDeaMinac, doing comics. I mean, I do a lot of visual art, but a lot of stuff gets scrapped because I don't like it before I post it.
That's all artists.
All artists ever. Yeah, there's the only time that you get stuff that just like is just stuff is when it's Inktober, and then you just get what you're given.
Yeah.
So yeah, going on with the pro-environmentalist message, just gonna say that if you care about the amount of plastic in the ocean, which you should, definitely, Team Seas is an organisation that's trying to clear plastic out of the ocean.
Yes.
There probably are other charities as well. So if you have extra money that you want to donate, throw it their way. If you don't have any money and you use the Google Chrome, there is an extension called Tab for a Cause.
Okay.
Every time you open up a tab, when you use Tab for a Cause, it plays an advert for a brief moment.
Yeah.
And then that money from that ad gets donated to a charity of your choice.
Oh, really?
Yes. I have it on my Chrome extension at work,
Yeah.
and I have it set to Team Seas. Turns out it was actually relevant here. So if you don't have money that you can donate, but you do have Google Chrome and you have a habit of opening a lot of tabs at a time, which most of us do.
Well, yeah, we all do.
You can give some money without having to give any yourself just by using the Chrome extension.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, maybe I'll stop posting written work, I don't know. But I do comics and I do visual art on my DeviantArt. There we go.
Yeah, cool.
Dandy.
Yeah. You can find me on Instagram under Dynamite Dandy. I do rubber hose and pop art. The last thing I drew was of Krill in rubber hose style.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
To keep it on point.
I uploaded my needle felt of him as well.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. No, it's really cool. And not so much artwork, but more music. I'm in a band called News for Parrots. We do ska and punk music. We do originals and covers. Originals you can find on all your places you find good music. Or if you want to support us directly and not some faceless organisation, you can find us on the Bandcamp instead. We do shirts, we do CDs, that kind of stuff. And yeah, I'll have all the links down below in the description, myself and Luna. And other than that, we'll see you on the next episode. Later, guys.
Bye.